So do you have a nurse? You have you're staffed for 2 rooms. I mean, I'm like logistically, right? Like, I think I have 2 clinic rooms.
One
It
nurse,
just
one
bounces
nurse
back and forth. And then
for
how do they clean
everything.
the scope between?
Well, if it's the flexible, there's like a sterilization, 24-hour sterilization. We used to have a Steris. I don't know if this is a national thing, but nothing at the clinic, including colonoscopes, can be sterised anymore. So that's when we had that. One point, I had 3 or 4 flexible scopes only, and we could steris just quickly. It's 30 minutes.
That's what we did in fellowship. You could just cycle them through, and you
Yes.
could get
And
2 or 3
then,
could get you 6 or 8 in the
right,
morning.
right.
Yeah.
So JCH came through the clinic and also for colon and bronchoscopes and blah, blah, blah. So that's how I ended up with 9 or 10 scopes, because I said, okay, guys, if we have to send it now for heat sterilization, I'm not threatening anybody, but that's all I can do in a day. So they ended up buying more. And then you have the
And that's been the
development.
challenge for me is we don't have a hood. We can't do that in our
Yeah,
office. It's
they
got to
don't
go.
allow it.
It's got,
Yeah.
yeah. And then so that was when we redid our clinic space, but it's got to go down to clean sterile, so it's got to get processed, and that's like you said, that's 24 hours, and so that's a pretty big purchase, right? It's not buying a scope; it's buying a bunch of scopes. But I think OR time's expensive. Go ahead.
Right. No, I was going to say, I've heard, and I don't want to give false things, but I've heard that the clinic may be switching to disposable bronchoscopes, disposable colonoscopes, for doing a colonoscopy. So everything is becoming disposable because of this alleged cost. And I'm going to be quite honest, I don't keep up with that. I don't wear the hat of an administrator.
I can tell you that's the direction that we're going, that most people in this country are going. But there is no disposable, flexible.
No, there is none, but it bothers me. Until the AGL and last year's president, Michelle Kenney, talked about sustainability. I now am sick when I throw out food at my house. I mean, how much waste the average family for that is $2,000 a year. I mean, you don't think about it, how much waste. They talked about one OR, how many disposable things. So I understand like your administrator had, but boy, it bothers me that you have a scope and you throw everything away.
It's not things we ignore. It's an important piece of it. I mean,
Yeah, but the environment, I guess, is what I wanted to say. The environmental issues do bother me.
no, I think we have a lot of pressures coming from a lot of different ways. And, you have to, 100 years ago, doctors decided this is a business. And so, right, we had, the AMA, physicians have opposed nationalized healthcare in every form, I think up until the ACA. So it is what it is, right? So within that, we have to work to treat as many patients as we can. And there's some choices we have to make that are not perfect. And so it's nice to be able to say, we love to be able to offer this to every patient and do it real time and forget about prior authorizations. And let's do it reusables everywhere we can. But at the end of the day, like, doctors are incentivized to do what? To do procedures and to do a lot of them. And when you're limited by your ability to do one scope a day,
then you may have to make a different choice. I totally understand.
yeah, I hear you. And I appreciate what Kelly's done. And there's no disagreeing with her. I mean, it's just the truth. But trying to balance that with the reality of the healthcare system, if we can figure out a way to make that a more financially responsible decision as well, because at the end of the day, like, these changes coming at us now nationally are going to be a crunch on big hospitals taking care of sick people. So it is important to make tough decisions.